Hello and welcome to the final 9 of the 2024 Portland Open presented by Latitude 64. This is it, folks. We're going to crown a champion here. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hot geese.
Honk. Paige Pierce, not running away with it, but maybe like briskly power walking away with it.
She's looking smooth and confident, even in the rainy weather. Sofia also looking pretty confident and smooth, but our other competitors kind of having a little struggles here and there.
Yeah, Owen in particular, over par to start and 11 strokes back of Paige. Kat Mertsch getting that eagle, but then having one bogey and a few putting woes. She did just get that last birdie, but 5 strokes back. Holland Hanley making some moves from chase card. A lot going on, a lot more golf, a lot more birdies.
Yeah, a lot more players under par than I would expect with these conditions, but these are the best in the world right now, the top 24. Hole 10 is 605 feet. You can go the route the drone is flying, or you can take a hyzer route out towards that right Mando. Your second shot, you have to carry an out-of-bounds green if you want to be aggressive and play for the birdie. But this basket's on an anthill, and this is not one that I think you necessarily need to try to attack. Par is great here. There's out-of-bounds all around behind the basket that can come into play so easily if you get a roll.
It's crazy that it's only 605 feet because the way that it's shaped, it feels more like 7.
It really does. Even more.
Yeah, because you have to go so far kind of out to the right. No one's really able to go left and like cut the distance. What a huge tee shot from Paige.
She gets every bit of that right turn. Being that far right is such a huge advantage on this hole. It opens the shot up so much, and you don't have to go over the top of the tree, which doesn't allow you to push your nose angle flat enough to get there.
Kat Mertsch overturning hers. Still not bad distance, but probably not going to be in a position to attack for birdie. Oh, that's a good shot from Sofia. Echo Star Destroyer.
Owen flexing it up the right side so she can get over there as well. Having to hit a much smaller gap, but doing so really well. Kat pinned up a little bit on this tree, but she's good for this distance.
Yeah, definitely a huge shot. The safer play is to keep it out to the right, which she's doing pretty well. There's a lot of danger if she swings in too far to the left, and there it is.
Oh, man, I thought she had the distance. We love Business Cat, but we also love Party Cat so much.
Yeah. Party Cat is just cat.
That's true. That's true.
It's just cat, folks. I'd wear a hat that said that.
Yeah. Man, Sofia's so far. This is almost a fairway driver.
Yeah, and I like that she was trying to keep it safe out to the right and still get that birdie look. She's going to drop short, but should be an easy par. Paige, so far, most of the time, like yesterday, we saw birdie bids by going over those trees. She's even with them. It's crazy.
Yeah, even she had to throw over the tree yesterday. She got so much more aggressive on that tee shot. That is amazing. A little bit of a grip lock there, but it's fine. Again, this is not one that you're counting on for birdie. It's one of the more difficult holes on the course to birdie. Although there was 9. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong hole.
Okay, I was going to say.
What?
Own and laying up to about 25 feet for a par.
Yeah, this plate is the 4th most difficult hole of the day.
Sofia, leaving that a little shorter than you'd want, but it's fine. Paige in circle 2, likely a layup.
Yep. Kat with that out of bounds stroke, throwing 4 here, probably just laying it up as well.
Ooh, no, I'm just kidding. She did it first. Man, tough break there with that out of bounds stroke. Look how much rain there is. It's easy to forget that everything, all of their discs are so soaking wet, and they're dealing with grip issues this entire time.
Owen makes good on a challenging uphill putt. Looks short, but it's scarier than it looks on screen.
Sofia also at that tester distance, and she's made all of these today.
Every day.
Yeah.
She makes them every day.
You're right. She just makes these.
Is that what she does in her spare time? She just putts? Is that what she's been doing while she wasn't playing Pro Tour events? Just practice putting?
And getting a doctorate.
Yeah. Kat gonna have to settle for another bogey, but I do love the aggressive play. She's chasing that leader down.
Yeah, but 6 strokes back now with 8 to play. Holland Hanley finding herself in a tie for second now, 6 through 10. Wow. Okay. Hole 11, big par 5, 1,070 feet. We saw most of the women go farther to the right than the drone is flying here and trying to get through this tree line. Second shot, you're trying to get down this hill as far as possible. There's a mandatory that's way right that I guess could come into play with like a roller or something. You're not really thinking about it. Second shot, you want to get like to the base of those trees, I would say. If you can throw a million miles, which all of them seem to be able to do regularly, even in the rain. I think with their distance, everyone is thinking, gotta get this one.
Yeah, I feel like potentially, no, this one's not eagleable.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Unless you go like huge roller or something.
Yep.
Paige did the same line yesterday. It's one that I've never seen before. She threw it. But there's lots of space over there. It just kind of lengthens the hole a little bit. Huge shot from Sofia working the right side. That's great. About the same spot she ended up yesterday.
Owen landing in a gap as well. That's so important on this first shot to not end up pinned behind one of these huge trees, forcing you to take big distance off your second shot.
That's a pretty line. Kat does catch a couple of branches. It's still a big shot, though.
Ooh, she's close to that tree. We'll see if it pinches off her line.
Wow, Paige so far on the other side of the trees here.
Yeah, able to just kind of unleash here.
It's cool. Cool play. Wonder if we'll see more people take that line.
Yeah, it takes all the trees out of play, and now she's
way down there.
Yeah, to that first tree as you enter into the little downhill putting area.
Oh, and using all the airspace on this downhill shot, working the sidearm flex. And that is great. It is another full drive, though, for Owen to get all the way down there.
Kat definitely pinched here, but she has this tool in her bag, distant sidearm.
Great shot.
Yeah, way down there.
I like this right side a lot.
Me too. Sofia wide open. That was a smash off the tee.
Yeah, it was. This is too.
Wow.
I'm curious how close that is. I think this is going to be a very easy birdie for her. You can barely see the pin just past that dead tree there. Few key guardian trees in the way. Owen flexing it, matching the angle of the hill perfectly.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, she does get caught up at the very end, but that was a good shot.
Kat, a little more height on this. And it's good enough to get her down onto the putting surface. She's in circle 2.
There's an OB line over there that can come into play. I didn't really mention.
I didn't even know it existed over there.
Yeah, it gets pretty close, like nearly to circle 2, actually, on that side.
Paige so
side.
good at these straight shots and
Beautiful.
reading the hill. No angle required on that shot, just dead straight.
Sofia,
Wow.
right when we said, I don't think anyone can really get there for eagles, she's close enough to think about it. crazy.
Man, just a standstill little chip.
I'm trying to make some magic happen from just outside circle 2. Gonna have to settle for a par.
Oh yeah, Cat is close to that OB line.
Cat also going to be taking a par on this long par 5. Here's Paige for a birdie.
Another one. With the rain jacket to match all the trees.
Moves to 7 down.
Yeah, she's won the last 2 Portland Opens. Is that right, Paige?
Sure sounds right.
I'm pretty sure she has. So it's pretty cool to watch her, after not being on lead card for a while, come and do it 3 times in a row. Or sorry, 3 times in a row, and while trying to defend, which I feel like has to add nerves.
Did Kristen win this one? Hold on, I gotta. She won in 2019 and 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not defending the title.
OTB.
Yeah. Just gonna add a 3rd one.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Not nearly as cool.
Yeah, no, it's
just like pretty cool.
Pedestrian.
Hole 12. After that really huge downhill par 5, just a little short uphill, 270 feet, but the gap is really far off the tee pad right at the entrance to the green. And for some reason, this one is tricky. I like a dead straight shot right at it, hoping to get a little ground play there at the end, but we'll see some players work more of an angle around those guardian trees as well.
Just so we have our facts straight. Whoa, total grip lock here from Paige, and potentially some questions about the mandatory, I think.
Yeah.
Because she hit the right side of that tree.
Yeah, like it went in between the trunks there. Yeah.
Oh, went
So-
between the V.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Okay, focus on your stuff.
Kristen Tatar did win Portland Open last year,
okay.
and then Valerie Mandujano the year before.
Oh, yes.
And then Paige was the other year before that. Okay, Sofia throws it into circle 2. Pretty common landing area on this one. Almost finding the circle. This makes me feel better about myself, honestly, because it's weirdly hard to get it in the circle, even though it's only 270.
The low ceiling is in the perfect place to make you not be able to attack with a line that you would typically throw. You have to come in low and get that ground play.
Yeah. And Kat with all the power to get there, but catches that final guardian tree.
She might have a hard time putting.
Yeah.
So this sign is not the actual Mando, this line is.
No, the line is the actual Mando.
Okay.
So if you went through the middle, it has not crossed this line. So this line is meant to be, like up on
Okay.
up from the bottom of this.
Okay. Then you made it. And that's cool. You made it Mando from this side. From my eyes, I like hit right here and hit that way. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, this and then take that one. Definitely.
I know it's just a little bit weird. On be honest, it's weird because most of the time when we play, you have to make this. Yeah. I don't care about those, but the main thing we play for so many times, you have to make this. But for me, it's just there and like that is kind of weird for me. But this time, but this time we call in. This time we call in. So
yeah. If she, Yeah. Okay, provisional.
So it looks like Paige is going to take a provisional here while the marshal figures out what the call is going to be. She's at the drop zone, throwing 3.
Yeah, definitely kind of a tricky one going through that tree, but oh, no way! What the heck?
Oh my God.
What? Who is she?
That was just dead straight on a rope. Ball don't lie.
Yeah. Oh, man. Ball don't lie. What a
Wow.
par. Probably the coolest provisional that's ever happened.
Oh my gosh, look at just so pure.
Come on. Now she has to go run back and throw her other shot. Insane. I love this. Let's just keep watching this.
The umbrella raises. Yes. While adrenaline's just pumping. Oh my God.
What if she threw it in again? That'd be unbelievable. So I think we're looking at the same score either way, which is truly a crazy outcome.
Ooh, Sofia missing a little wide right there.
Whoops. Own for a birdie. Low again. Kind of her miss all day on these long circle 2 looks.
So I believe it was ultimately decided that the Mando was not missed.
So she just threw in for nothing?
Yeah. So that was just a little way to get the crowd hyped on this drizzly day.
Yeah, they are. Look at them. Paige does still have to make this, to get par either way. Because she doesn't know yet, I think, which one matters.
But it doesn't matter.
Yep. Strange stressor of a hole, but Paige keeps her bogey-free streak alive.
Making that tester putt after a throw-in like that when your adrenaline's pumping.
So crazy.
Very impressive.
Oh, provisional drop zone. Oh, just throw it in from 220 feet uphill. Oh, wow.
Nice little comeback putt from Kat. Sofia does a good job of, even if she misses the basket, she checks up pretty quickly behind.
That was the most perfect use of ball don't lie, so thank you for that. Holland Hanley on the 13th hole in solo second right now. This is a 280-foot hole, very reachable, but so many trees in the way. You end up with these circle 2 looks more often than not.
I wonder when the cheer happened.
Ooh, oh, man.
Her own cheer happening.
Okay, Holland.
That was huge.
She's going to keep running.
Man, it's like we're watching golf on a day that's not raining. Like, the level of competition is insane.
Mm-hmm. Hole 13, we just saw Holland birdie this with that huge putt. It's par 3, only 280, but you can see how many trees are in the way. I think the most common gap is one to the right of this one that the drone is flying, kind of on a hyzer angle, getting a little bit of ground play. You can work a few different shots. I believe Owen tried the sidearm flex yesterday. I don't think we saw anyone on our lead card get inside the circle for this one yesterday.
Yeah, it was challenging, surprisingly challenging for our lead card. This line of guardian trees is weirdly difficult to get through. Paige taking the deeper gap than she intended. The bigger gap is just short, but it works out just fine.
Sofia way wide right here. Gonna leave it probably 60 feet away at least. I'm gonna try the sidearm again. She got caught up on one of the trees in the middle kind of early yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, great shot.
Wow.
Inside the circle. One of the few to take that route.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the only one, to be honest.
Even though the biggest gap is kind of elusive from the tee pad, it doesn't look as big as it is. You're trying to aim for the one short of that, but both Kat and Sofia turning their disc, and maybe there's a bit of a headwind as well here.
Yeah, they both leave it nearly to the edge of circle 2.
Really tricky putt from Kat. Sofia with a more open look.
Leaves that one pretty fluffed out to the left. It's going to be a par. Paige from circle's edge for another birdie. All right, running away with it fully now. She moves to 8 down. There we go, Own. She gets a birdie, the first in 9 holes.
Sofia and Kat both good for their pars. Kind of jockeying for second place at this moment with Holland Hanley on the chase card. Speaking of, let's see Holland attack the next hole. Hole 14. She's one of the few players that can do this very wide left side forehand play. You have to have really huge distance to get there. And
Both
not
sidearm and backhand.
Yep. If you're gonna, especially if you're gonna take that wide play, Holland we know has both of those. This OB line comes up so close, and she does a great job of coming in just right of the pin and skipping right outside the bullseye.
And that's to go 9 down.
What, in the rain?
Yeah.
Come on.
With birdies left to get potentially, too. And again, Paige's 9 down was the best round by several strokes yesterday.
I've just gotten used to seeing people shooting closer to like even par, maybe a couple under on days like today. But everyone just playing their normal,
what rain?
Great golf. Yeah, what rain? Hole 14 at 610 feet. We just watched Holland play. You can take the gap that the drone flies. It makes you push that out of bounds line on the right-hand side a little bit more and for a little longer in the flight. We see most of the lead card competitors, though, going wide on the left side because they have the distance to get here on the second shot. You got to come in softly, exactly like we saw Holland do, so you don't find that OB left. But if you do, it's in putting range and pretty easy to save your par.
Paige took this wide left gap we saw Holland take yesterday, but with the turnover backhand. Going ESP drive again. She's been throwing that thing all day.
Oh, and going center gap. Scary to go center gap with the forehand because that OB line on the right is so close.
Yeah. But I think Own has to take that center gap to be able to attack with her distance on the second shot. Sofia with a lot of turn. I believe she went OB on this one yesterday.
But safe today. Still very close. That was huge. Again.
Massive.
Ooh, Kat. Ooh, really pushing that corner tree, but gets by.
Yeah, no problem.
Good enough distance for her. And that rain is just relentless.
Kat needs to be careful here. There's so much. Oh, the OB comes into play so fast. That tree definitely helped her. She knows it.
Her tree friends.
Paige not quite as close as yesterday. Has to throw more of a full shot, but that looks like a slow speed disc. Actually leaves it a little short.
Yeah, she's not trying to grab or push the OB. No reason to at this point. For you, those of you that didn't watch the post-round interviews on Friday, Kat talked more about the trees than she did her game. We love that here in the booth.
So much. So much respect for that lady.
Oh, and landing in a similar spot to Paige, also not trying to push that OB. Trusting her putting skills. Sofia just farther than everyone again.
Just new to this game.
I mean, she's almost level with it. Just crazy.
Yep. I think I've done it. I think I've made it to the point where my mind can no longer be blown. Everyone's amazing. It doesn't matter if you've only been playing for, a couple of years. you can win.
Yeah. There's so many secret players out there.
Yep. Cat misses that putt. Does stay in bounds, though. Paige with kind of a softer run. It's going to be fine for a par.
That's all she needs right now. Oh my goodness. Owen just a little low again. Dead center.
Cat. I hate these putts where your foot's like right by the line and you're kind of thinking about it. But she makes good for her par. For those of you who don't know that rule, you cannot putt or throw from on the other side of the out of bounds line.
Yeah, no point can be in contact with out of bounds.
That is the way to say it with better words.
Sofia going to be the only one to birdie this whole 14. A quarter of the field got it. There were only 6. This played in the top 5 most difficult holes.
I wonder if Sofia's paying attention to what Holland Hanley's doing.
I know. I wonder what her methods right now are. Is she checking scores? Is her caddy just checking and giving her some good cues?
Yeah. Holland Hanley in solo second after that birdie on this same hole. Hole 15, par 3, 335 feet. A lot of trees in the way. Just get through them, I guess. There's an OB line on the left that comes into play. The one on the right, you'd have to get some sort of wild tree kick, I think, to ever find that. Doesn't typically come into play. But the left, if you hyzer out too early, you can find it in a second. This is a really difficult one to get all the way to the circle. I don't think there's like a super clean line other than dead straight for 335 feet. Like this. Insane.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And that was an eagle.
So this is the same hole that we play, or the same hole that the MPO plays, and only 30% of the field got it today.
Yeah.
There were only 14 birdies out of the 46 competitors. So look at Sofia just doing what the top third of MPO field is doing.
Oh, and it always looks like she overcooks these, and then sometimes they work. Most of the time they work. That one sure did. Every time it's like, oh, that's too far. That's too oh, it's par. She's putting for birdie, actually.
Yep. Overturned. Oop, roller. Nope. Actually, fine.
Actually breaks in the perfect time and gets the perfect skip. Whoa. Trying to work the flex forehand as well. Catches a tree. Going to land pretty early. Still a lot of work left here to do. Good recovery shot.
This played as the 6th most difficult hole, and that's largely due in part to the lack of birdies. You can see how tough it is to get there. Paige good on the up and down for par.
God, when Sofia did this, though, I just figured, oh, everyone's going to get it. But no, it truly is a special shot. The first time we haven't seen her connect on a putt. I think yesterday she missed one, was it on 18? Mm-hmm. And that was the only one.
Yeah, there's no way that nerves can just be non-existent. There's no way. She's got to have a few here and there.
Yeah, at least she's had one nerve, I think. One visible nerve per round.
Oh, and with the birdie, what tree? What trees?
Yeah, nice to see Owen stack a few birdies up in this later part of the round after the rough start.
Paige just continuing to look solid and recover even when she's off a little bit. Protecting her birdies, as we like to say. All bazillion of them. Paige now with 5 strokes between her and Holland Hanley.
Introducing Disc Raptor, the best way to clean and dry your discs on the course. Make short work of mud, moisture, and dust in a quick spin. Made of quality materials that are built to last. Compact revolutionary design with synthetic turf and high-surface microfiber cleaning surfaces. Lightweight and easy for travel. It's there when you need it. Welcome to the future of disc golf.
Hole 16, another shorter par 3. We watched Anakin Sten ace this one yesterday with a lefty backhand. We watched Maria Oliva ace it the year before with a righty backhand. This one is gettable by anyone in the field.
Aceable by anyone in the field.
It sure is.
Apparently.
Yeah. The green is pretty well guarded, though, for the right-hand backhand hyzer. You have to have something a little flexier or straight to access the screen. Or a big old sidearm.
Yeah, we saw Owen get this one yesterday with a shot just like this. Wow.
So good.
Honk, wow.
Uh-huh. Ditto.
Sofia, I believe.
She aired one out yesterday just like this one. I think this one might be a little bit closer. And that's pretty typical. If there was a little hot spot where most of the field landed, she is probably right in the middle of it.
I believe this was her only disc change. She switched to a J from an eagle.
Trying to get a little bit more turn. Paige doesn't get much turn as well there. She's going to be way out wide to the left. It's fine over there. Again, no out of bounds on this hole.
Kat showing us the sidearm. I think she's been throwing less sidearms this year than she used to. It's nice to see her kind of go back to it. That one does turn a little bit too much and catch a branch, though.
I think Kat likes to throw sidearms, too, where there is no ceiling, because she likes to put them up high.
She does. That's true. Paige just putting it under the basket for another par.
All she's got to do is maintain right now.
Yeah.
Get through hole 18. Ooh. Cat with a good line, just not quite enough steam to get there. There were weirdly only 4 birdies today on this hole out of the top 24.
See if Sofia can get one of these. Leaves it short.
I feel like everyone is kind of running out of the mental battery.
Yeah, running out of steam.
Yeah, it's tough to stay focused during the rain round and stay consistent. And it's pretty normal to watch people kind of peter off as the round goes on, especially after 4 days out here at Glendoveer where you're walking 3.5 to 4.5 miles in one round.
And yeah, that's true. Great birdie from Owen there, who seems to be picking up steam actually.
Yeah, bottomless pit of energy.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, with Paige 6 strokes ahead, yeah, I can see why maybe they're looking a little tired out there.
Mm-hmm. Takes a lot of work to shoot well and shoot under par at these courses. Speaking of under par, let's look at Holland Hanley currently with the hot round on 17. Wow, that's where her drive landed?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable.
So she's 9. This is to go 10 down. 10 down.
Someone's been practice putting.
10 down in the rain.
Do you think she's been practice putting in the rain too? She would. She definitely would.
She would.
She is.
You know what she probably does? What? She probably gets a hose to simulate rain when there's not enough rain to practice.
Yeah, she'll make an informational video about it and share you guys how to practice.
Pro tip Tuesday.
Yeah, hose putting.
Hole 17 is a par 4, 550 feet. Little tiny gap that most ladies go through, though you can go to either side of it. It's not a mandatory or anything. There's an OB hazard, or a couple of them on the left that we saw, I believe, Kat Mertsch throw into yesterday. It can come into play. I think ending up more on the right side can open up the backhand. If you kind of push that hazard towards the left, there is more of a sidearm line, but you can just see how many trees are in the way on that second shot.
Yeah, there's not really one perfect gap. And even if there was, it's such a small landing zone that it's hard to predict where you're going to end up. You kind of just have to release control here on the drive and deal with what you're given.
I like that, yep.
It's like life.
Oh boy. Okay, getting existential here. Sofia with a huge shot here with a Echo Star X-Cal again. Gets into the tree line. So impressive. Wow, Paige going left side. Did she do this yesterday?
I think she did, but I don't think she had that much turn on it. It was a little bit more aggressive towards the bunker.
Okay, that was a great shot.
It was. She's been throwing those turnovers so well today. And you have to have that shot on this course.
You do. She's been using that ESP drive largely for those shots.
I guess you don't have to. You just won't do very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
dang.
Cat behind just that middle patch of trees that you're trying to miss on either side.
God, everyone thoroughly soaked, I'm sure, at this point. I think Holland still just wears short sleeves out there.
I know. Mm-hmm. What? She's made of something different.
Oh, no. Parking it. Look at her, how clean her back nine is.
This is such a challenging shot as well.
Literally just gaining momentum when everyone else is looking a little tired out there.
Never count her out.
I'm curious how many, I should have been paying attention to how many positions that Own dropped and then climbed back up.
She was down in, I believe, 6th or 7th.
She's in
for
7th
a bit, yeah.
currently. Sofia, so far on the drive, similar to Holland, able to just throw a little chip shot backhand.
Ooh, so far, Sofia. Nickname.
Okay, all right.
Cat, great job of getting up and down after getting tangled up. Just now getting to Paige's drive.
Crazy. Wide open here. As wide open as this hole gets anyway. Mm-hmm. Does manage to catch one guardian tree as it kind of runs out of speed. Paige going to have to make a putt from just inside the circle's edge. She doesn't have to. I mean,
No.
But if she wants the birdie, which she does.
Yeah, she does. At this point, I feel like your brain could be scrambled eggs. She hasn't done this in a while. I know she's done it a million times before that, but you know, you got to feel a little stiff after not flexing this winning muscle for a while.
Winning.
You know?
Ooh, winning muscle.
Uh-huh.
How do you get one of them?
Many years.
I can't wait.
Can you buy them actually? Sounds easier.
3 out of our 4 competitors able to get the birdie. Own with a turkey. 4 down on this back 9 stretch. 1 to go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Love that.
Owen moving up into a tie for 5th after getting some of those birdies. Wow, Rebecca Cox having a great round, 8 down.
And the last hole of Championship Sunday, 775 feet, but plays longer than that because of how it's shaped. Your first shot has to go through a very tight gap over that out of bounds pond. And this OB line is so close on the left-hand side. The lead card ladies are definitely worried about it off the tee and second shot. If you get far enough left, though, it opens up really nicely, and you can even get one down into circle 2 for an eagle look. It is there, especially if you have the roller. Let's watch Holland Hanley from the chase card. No problem getting over this out-of-bounds pond.
Look at the rain from this angle. Oh, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just crushes it.
That's got to be...
And perfect in that little bubble of where the OB stretches out.
Yeah, that's like well over 400.
I like that she takes some off here, not getting too aggressive.
Just like pretty aggressive.
Okay. Unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
This green pinches as you get closer and out of bounds everywhere, but Holland's not worried about it. She's in the bullseye.
For an 11 down round.
Records shattered. Isn't that a new course record?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow,
Not
Holland.
just probably.
And-
Absolutely.
And in the rain. How do you break a course record in these conditions?
Because she practices with giant fans and multiple hoses of water spraying at her.
Just a field of sprinklers. No sleeves allowed.
Sleeves are for the weak.
Only biceps.
Wow, congratulations, Holland Hanley, on that round. I'm going forehand on this hole. Crazy. Did she find out of bounds? Oh, it's good. It's
man.
good. So Holland in the clubhouse at 24. Sofia needing to birdie this to tie that up.
Ooh, and that's a great looking shot.
And again, I bet on this hole, at least Sofia knows where she's sitting and is pushing for birdie. She does have a few strokes to play with over her card mates. So pending an absolute disaster, the podium is secure.
Paige overturning this one a little bit. There is a Mando further down the fairway that she has to worry about.
And there's OB way over there.
She'll be a little pinched. She could even still recover a par from there.
Yeah, it's possible. But she really doesn't need to. Cat in 4th place here.
Ooh, same problem as Paige.
Yeah. She's
Ooh.
what, forced?
But it comes back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that little move.
Me too. Look at that wind just gusting left to right. You can see the raindrops. Own getting around the Mando, getting carried pretty far. She's going to be in that little tree patch that can be very difficult to get out of. We watched her throw through a really teeny gap there yesterday.
Unbelievably small gap yesterday. Sofia way down here overturns this towards the trees, but drops safe. She could still birdie from there. Oh yeah, Paige way to the right of this mandatory. Just gonna pitch up a Crystal Fierce. Perfect.
Cat able to make it around the Mando from where she is on the right side. Going to push the OB a little bit, but she does a great job of not letting that disc flip up, even in the windy conditions.
Ah, great sidearm.
Next gal. Go get 'em.
Oh my gosh, the disc drops right in the nick of time. Paige just going to settle for a bogey here.
Yeah, that was a
That's-
Fierce. She wasn't trying to do anything crazy.
That's all she needs.
Sofia pushing for this birdie that has,
Ooh.
I think, too much turn.
What a technical shot to attempt in this wind.
Yeah, I
On
like
this-
it.
Me too. On this pinched green, I love that decision. She said, no, I want solo second. You got to take those risks. Own also pushing OB and unfortunately not going to make it back.
Well, that was for a tie for second, right? Birdie would be tie for second with Holland.
For Sofia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pushing the OB there. Paige just going to lay up here. She is back, folks. Such a good showing.
Sofia just gonna lay up, not messing around with this elevated basket.
Oh, wait. Oh, classic. My math was wrong the whole time. She couldn't have caught Holland. I thought she was
Oh.
23 down. Because Colin finished at 24. Haha, gotcha. Manufactured that excitement for you. Regardless, Sofia's going to get solo third. That is statistically true.
And what a strong showing from her this week. So impressive. Sad that we are not going to see her at the rest of the year, but we will watch her next week at the Beaver State Fling. Own with a little bit of a frustrating day, but really impressive that she was able to turn it around on the back nine. Speaking of turning it around, Paige Pierce, after an absolutely brutal injury.
Yeah, huge congratulations. I'm sure it was a grueling fight back and a lot of hardships. Paige Pierce can be your 2024 Portland Open champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Latitude 64, our presenting sponsor and the Portland Open team, I'm pleased to present your 2024 Portland Open and now 3-time Portland Open champion, Paige Pierce!
It's been over a year since you've tasted victory. What does it feel like to be a champion again on the Disc Golf Pro Tour?
Yeah, I mean, winning is definitely icing on the cake for sure, but like, yeah, I don't even know. Just being back and like feeling confident again and stepping up to a tee pad and knowing where my disc's gonna go. That's the more exciting part. Like, that vase is amazing. I'm excited to put it in the trophy room, but it's more just about like the confidence that this is gonna get me moving forward.
I mean, talk a little bit more about the road to come back from such a tragic injury back in Norway. I mean, there was a moment where you weren't even sure you were gonna be able to play the game that you love.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking about. Like, you know, usually when a tournament's over, you know, thank the spotters, thank the volunteers, all that, like, but for me, like, I have a year's worth of people to thank, and like the first two people that come to mind are Missy and Tom, because they were with me when it happened.
It's okay. You got this.
You know, Missy was like 2 feet behind me, and I'm like screaming bloody murder. It's like 8:15 in the morning. Tom takes his shirt off instantly, removes the OB flag, like makes me a little tourniquet. Missy's like, Seth, you need to come to the course right now. And you know, like, Jules drove me the whole way to the hospital. Like, she sat with us all day, and Ayla's like singing in my ear, like to calm me down while I'm like, they're putting my leg back in place and stuff. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to walk again or play. So yeah, I don't even care about this tournament. I just like, I don't mean it like that. It's so much bigger. It's so much bigger than a tournament.
Portland, we got to give it up. Paige Pierce is back!
It's just rain on my cheeks.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just a little rain.
Really big Portland raindrops. So many. The big fat ones.
Oh my gosh. So cool to see the champion back on top.
What a beautiful story. And thanks, Paige, for sharing. It's beautiful.
It really is. And so cool for it to be in Portland, where she's won before, on this beautiful big Glendoveer course.
Holland Hanley with the course record, 10:26 rated, solo second, pretty crazy. And Sofia Donnecke, I am so happy for her. Congratulations on your solo third place at your second Disc Golf Pro Tour event. Come on.
Yeah, can't wait to see what she does at Milo next week. We're going to have this entire field of competitors there as well on the big new layout at Milo MacIver. where they've combined the East and West courses. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Very Oregon surroundings. We all look forward to it all year long. So,
One of my favorites.
yeah, come hang. It's a 3-day, just regular Disc Golf Pro Tour event next week. Thanks again to the Founders Club. Your Patreon donations help so much to keep the wheels on the bus turning.
Round and round.
Round and round. Congrats again to Paige Pearson signing off for this Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Plus event.
Oh my gosh, I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
Madison Walker for your two hockeys.
Honk.